Miss Morganock, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganock.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But
That being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
there was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Revelio.
In Hogwarts Legacy, what was he getting the houses?
Oh, that's a really interesting question. It's sounds like you're asking about someone's legacy as your connection to House.
You cannot be serious.
In the game,
Goblins
Hogwarts Legacy,
working with Rookwood
what are the awards
makes
in the
no
houses?
sense.
Trophies you can get
It
from
is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
You're talking about Hogwarts
It's
Legacy.
inconceivable.
Gotcha.
It's-
You want to know about the
Fig.
house-specific trophies
You're a
related to the
visitor.
house wardrobes,
I'll
right?
see what I can find out.
Okay.
No. In Hogwarts
Sir,
Legacy,
I was able
what
to search
are
the restricted
trophies
section
you
while
can
you were with
achieve in
Professor
the
Black.
houses?
It was a book we were after.
Gotcha. So you're curious about all the trophies you can snag related to each of the Hogwarts houses in the game. That's a fun goal to aim for. Besides the collection chest trophies for each common room that we just talked about,
What?
there are a few
That's-
other house-related
Wait.
achievements you can unlock.
You accessed the
House Cup,
restricted
this
section?
is a big one.
But how?
You'll earn this by completing various
Thinking on it,
tasks and
perhaps it's
quests
best you
throughout the
spare me the
game that
details.
contribute to your house's
Fair enough.
standing. It's
In
all
fact,
about
the
showing
book
your
was below
dedication
the
and
restricted
skill.
section as it appeared
Talented
on the map.
Transfiguration.
I want to hear
This
everything.
trophy is related
First,
to
let's have a
mastering
look.
Transfiguration spells, which is a core part of the wizarding curriculum. Master of Charms. Similar to Transfiguration, this trophy celebrates your skill with charms. Potions Master, you'll earn this by
Oh,
brewing
dear.
a variety of potions successfully.
Some of these pages
Beast
seem to
Master,
be
this
missing.
one is for all your efforts in caring
It
for and
appears
rescuing
someone has got
magical
to the book
beasts.
before us.
And there might be a few others sprinkled in that are
Still,
tied to specific quests
I
or
will
story
need
progression
time to
that
study
favor one
what
house
remains.
over another.
Perhaps we can
Those are
still
the main
salvage
ones you'll be
something
working towards that are
useful. That may
directly
take
linked
some
to your
time.
house's journey. Does that give you a good
I
overview of the
wonder
house
why
trophies?
it was here.
Yeah,
Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw two more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the
No,
second
you're
memory?
wrong!
They were talking to a
It's
student who
Slytherin.
started as a
You
5th
can't
year,
get it
like
right.
I did.
Don't answer the question.
She could see traces of magic too.
Why
It's
those
Slytherin. I got
memories?
to prove it. You got it wrong
Perhaps
again.
this book will
Slytherin.
explain.
I got it.
Now I'll have to take it with me to London.
No,
The
I got it.
headmaster
Prove
has
it's Slytherin.
insisted that I
You
speak
got it wrong,
directly to the
Tom,
minister
Slytherin.
about George's
I know,
death.
because I played. I won the award myself. Slytherin. I know it's Slytherin.
I
I
understand.
won the award.
I'll see what I
You
can
got
learn about the
classic
missing
Slytherin,
pages
you
while
got it
you're gone.
wrong.
Good.
Yeah.
Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving
Okay,
by
I
the
think I
day.
understand what you're saying.
But you'll want to
You're
pay
saying
attention
that
in
my
herbology
information
and
about the
potions.
trophies might be a
There's
little
more to
different from
magic
your
than
experience.
spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
No, sir. No. Oh yeah. No.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given. And then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Incendio!
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Cross Wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Take the winner. Mind the one.
Is that all you've got?
Leviosa!
You're better than that!
Incendio!
There you go.
Leviosa!
Some big hits that round.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned a tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Leviosa!
Next time, perhaps.
Accio! Incendio! Leviosa!
Excellent form.
Incendio! Accio!
Keep trying. You'll get it.
Leviosa!
Next time. Nicely done.
Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Levioso!
That's it! Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Even though you won the tournament already, I'm glad to see you haven't stopped training. Stay sharp, my friend.
I heard an
This cannot possibly be as difficult as it seems.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at...
I wonder if hippogriffs...
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy, or...
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. See that dummy? Just press the cabbage, that's it. And they'll do the rest. Look at that! That's more than anything they can get their mouths on.
Revelio.
Planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That is, plants as well as friendship. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the great hall.
My uncle knows Kagawa, though I can't imagine I
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent.
Potions is one of the... Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. You must stir your cauldron in the correct direction. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.